Oh, hi. I saw a very disturbing thing here in Tennessee where the church would like tell people like, oh, vote for Hillary Clinton, like the black church, or vote for so and so. Um, wow. Church and politics really should be separated. And first of all, Hillary Clinton, um, she gives out a lot of money. Her organization gives out a lot of money to promote stuff like fracking, to promote stuff like privatizing the prisons. She was for that, militarizing the prisons. A lot of her policies were geared more for Wall Street and not for the common person. She's not for African Americans. She's not for Hispanics. She's not for women. She's for her pocketbook. If you got a husband that his when he's up in the Oval Office, his main objective is to have a blowjob. You have to think their priorities is more self-centered. It's not for us. And the church, unless you're gonna march down the mall in Washington D.C. and uh, 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 preach for the poor to get increased wages, for free college for our kids, better education for our kids, for decriminalizing some of our drug laws like marijuana, um, taking the stigma off. A lot of kids, they're not ever going to get a job because they smoke marijuana. They can't pass a UA. Where they learn their behaviors, if we don't realize that we learn our behaviors from ourselves, from our parents. If you want to change something, you can't vote in a Hillary Clinton. She's not going to change anything. Sometimes you go to a white woman and you get a lot worse, because that's what you're going to get with her. It's what we've been getting with her. And you could just, if you want to just listen to the politics of the 90s, like, oh, he's her husband, first white president, which is a blatant lie. He's a first black president. He's not black. He's not African American. No, but he is a wholemonger comes off very racist. And then when he sees the effect of his actions, just like any other wholemonger, they want you to feel sorry for them. But if you want the United States to get worse, if you want fracking, if you want higher medicine like pharmaceuticals, if you want our medical insurance companies to say, oh well, you got existing medical conditions, so we don't have to pay for it. So next thing you know, they're gonna be like, oh well, you was human when we came here. We're not paying for it. You got to come up with something else. You never know. But if you like the policies that's in the 90s and they were horrible and horrible things happened to people behind these walls, they went to jail. That should have went to jail. That should have been innocent. You know. And look at Detroit. Look at Flint. Look at Ferris in Missouri. These are the results of politics that Hillary Clinton helped. If that what you want, she's worse than the damn Republicans, if we could believe that. Republicans are so horrible that they just come off like they're selling out America. Alright, look at Trump. We gotta do a 180 from that type of shit. Hillary ain't it. Go Barry Sanders. Real Brown.